first found out that we were expecting the boys, we were really excited because we knew we were having twins. Then about 12 weeks in, an ultrasound showed that there were markers for Down syndrome. And we decided to take a non-invasive blood test to confirm the results. And they came back positive. I'm Venessa.
I'm Claudio.
And we have 3 children, Claudessa, our 13-year-old daughter, and Julian and Noel, our twin 8-year-old boys. It was difficult because we didn't know anything about Down syndrome. We hadn't grown up with anyone. We hadn't seen any other person with Down syndrome in school as children. So we were really unfamiliar. The information that we were given was really antiquated. It was very negative. And so we thought it was going to be the worst thing ever. It almost felt like a death. Every parent wants their child to be the fastest, tallest, strongest, smartest kid. And when you're told that at the very beginning that they're never gonna walk, they're never gonna talk, they're never gonna go to school.
They focus on all the negative things and not the positive, which...
It's very, very hurtful. Fortunately, we were able to seek out other sources of information and learn that people with Down syndrome can, in fact, go to college, get married, drive a car, live independently.
All of the abilities and capabilities of those successful, that's really what's missing out there. So I think that's also what drives us to share Julian and Noel's story.
First, we're gonna write your name so we know it's your pizza, okay? Okay, I guess you were really hungry. Wait, please. That's too much. Oh, what about the sauce? Jay, we've done this before, and it was not like this. Is this how you want to make your pizza today? What is that? Pepperoni? Can you say pepperoni? All right. Hey, Noel, it's your turn to make pizza. Whoa, guys, see, you both don't fit here. You're so big now. No! Big hop.
You have to write your name.
Des is our 13-year-old and our firstborn. She's a super fun kid, always very involved with the boys, wanting to help them with their education, a big advocate for them.
She's an amazing big sister, and it also has changed her and kind of formed her personality in a sense where she is protective of others.
Ooh, good job. Okay, now spread it all around.
Des has learned to be kinder and patient now that the boys have come into her life. So we're originally from Queens, New York. We were living in Suffolk County, Long Island, when we started our family. When we tried to get them into our regular local elementary school that was just a block away, we were told that they couldn't attend. Our school district wanted to send them to a special school, the school that educates individuals with multiple disabilities. Individuals with Down syndrome learn best when they're educated alongside their typical peers. And this is research that's happened over the past 40 years. People with Down syndrome are savants in imitating people, and they want to emulate what they see.
They're fueled by reaction too. So if someone reacts negatively, they'll be fueled by that.
They're very social.
Yeah, totally. Having them with their typical peers was critical to us. It was one of our criteria that we needed for them going forward.
School districts have a lot of money, and they frequently win these battles, and parents have no choice but to send their kids to these schools. Can't believe they ate all that cheese.
Yeah.
And then at some point we'd learned that New York State is actually one of the worst states in terms of inclusion and employment of individuals with disabilities. And so when we saw all that data, we knew we had to leave the state. Because of our Down syndrome community, I asked other parents where their kids go to school, where they're included, and a lot of people pointed us to Pennsylvania. When I had gone to the school district's website, the first thing I saw on their homepage was the LRE, which is the least restrictive environment law. And so when they made that very transparent, which a lot of districts try to hide, I knew that we had a better chance here.
All right, here we go. So much pizza.
Here we go.
So many.
The federal law states that any individual with a disability should be educated in the same school, same classroom that they would be had they not had that disability, with all the supports and services to help support them in that environment. So that's not to say that they need to be doing the same thing their peers are. They just need to meet their own personal goals in that inclusive environment.
All right, boys. You want to hold the bat?
Inclusion is a philosophy, it's a belief, it's something that people want to do. They want to have inclusion, and that is the philosophy of our community here. Our boys were wanted. Our boys were given a chance, whereas where we were living in Suffolk County in New York, there was no chance to be given. There was no compassion even, or philosophy of inclusion to want to even try.
And you're the second goalie, okay? What?
Oh, look
No.
up. Yeah.
Look, wait, what?
He got it.
Hey, get it out of here.
Well, I'm happy to say that they finally go to school in their neighborhood elementary school, and it's just a few blocks away from us, where they are so welcomed, arms wide open, not just by the staff, but by their peers.
The entire school. I mean, it really is beautiful. Everyone knows who they are. Even the parents,
Yes.
right? As we walk to school, they have like an entourage. Yeah, yeah. We leave the house here, just the four of us, and we end up at the school, which is a block and a half away, with about 10 people. So.
Thank you.
Bless you.
All right. Good job. Jack's out of control.
When a child is included with their community, with their peers, they create long-lasting relationships with their friends, with their neighbors, with the community at large. They will work in the community. They will have real relationships, real connections. And that's really important as a human being.
Thank you.
There's some amazing people with Down syndrome out there. A musician who played at Carnegie Hall, the first Iron Man with Down syndrome.
There's a Gerber baby with Down syndrome, runway models, athletes. What they contribute, what they bring is their energy. They're just so full of love, so full of life, and just so pure. And it is our mission to make sure that people realize that these people deserve to be here on this planet, and they deserve the same rights that any human deserves.